Okay, next up, let's talk about organic marketing. And I have quite a few conversations with this, with potential people who are wanting to come on for book strategy sessions, and then we get on a call, and they're like, "Yeah, now I want to go into Facebook ads," and I'm like, "Well, what's your business?" And they tell me what the business is, and I say, "Well, have you sold anything yet?" And they go, "No, I've not sold anything." And I'm like, "Okay, why haven't you sold anything?" "Oh, because I need Facebook ads." And I'm like, "No, you don't. You don't need Facebook ads yet. You need to sell something. You need to prove that the business is viable." And most people haven't got a viable business. They think they have a viable business, but they haven't. If it was viable, you'd make some sales without having to spend a lot of money. So to begin with, I don't believe that you should be spending a huge amount of money on your marketing. Now, that might put some people off using our services, and that's fine. We've got actually another really good value priced service coming out in the next week or so, and it might help them. But to begin with, you've got to prove that your business has the capability of actually closing some business. And if it hasn't, like, you shouldn't be spending money that you're not earning back. Like, the whole point of Facebook ads is for every pound you spend, you earn £1 and a penny, £1 and 10 pence, £1 and 50, £2 back, £4 back. That's the whole purpose of Facebook ads. So forget about that for now. Move your business and start running organic traffic. Now, the downside to organic traffic is that it actually takes longer. You know, if we create a Facebook ad for you, like, you don't really even need to do that much. We create all the images, all the advert, we create the copy, the call to action, the landing page, and we just, we might run the same or very similar adverts for the next 6 months. Sometimes we have to update and change the adverts because they go stale and so on. But you don't have to do anything. Really easy, right? But it costs you money. It costs you money for the management of the ads, for the creation of the landing pages, for creation of the ads and so on, and then the actual ad spend as well. But you're still not proving anything until you actually start spending money. So we would much prefer to move people over to organic marketing first. And in organic marketing, you still might get a landing page, you still get images and so on, but now you're driving traffic to a converting landing page. And now you're starting to prove that actually what you're trying to do actually works. Because most people don't know if it works or not, which is crazy. And yet that is the way that people actually run their business, or are trying to run their business. And before you know it, they blink. They spent $4,000 on Facebook ads. They've had 0 leads, 0 phone calls. The traffic wasn't relevant. It wasn't targeted traffic. It was completely incorrect. And it's because most people don't know what they're doing. So start off with organic traffic, because when you start getting organic traffic and then it starts to convert, the next stage then is to run Facebook ads. And now you've got data. Because the organic traffic will tell you, well, these types of organic traffic, that didn't work, but this type of organic traffic to this type of landing page with this type of offer, that's what's going to work. And then, using that information, you then start to run Facebook ads. Let me just grab a quick drink. So then you start to run Facebook ads, and now all you're doing is just scaling up your ability to close clients. And so that's why you should be starting off with organic marketing. And actually, one of the things that puts people off from paying a company like ours to run their organic marketing is to say things like, well, why would I pay you when I can do it for free? I can go live for free. I can create images on Canva, and I can do that for free of charge. And you're absolutely right, you can. But what happens is a couple of things. One is it's crap, normally, unless you've got you're a degree-educated graphic designer. Let's face it, it's not going to be great. Plus, you're going to get burnt out, because how many images do you need to create, and how many little videos do you need to create, and how exhausting is it creating all these images time and time again? Even though you might allocate the time, which most people don't still do, they then get just exhausted from creating all these images and having to come up with all the taglines and headlines and calls to action and copy. It just takes an inordinate amount of time. So some people will go, no, I'm not going to do that. And I totally get it. And I wouldn't do it to begin with either. I wouldn't pay someone to begin with. I would do it myself, as crap as it was. And when we first started our digital marketing agency, it looked like someone had just sneezed Canva. Achoo! Canva everywhere. But that's how we got started, because I was the guy that was doing it. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't brilliant. And then we recruited in the degree-educated and highly experienced graphic designers that we have on board. And suddenly our product set increases its level of quality hugely. Yet if you're still going out and creating Canva, the quality is not going to be there, and then you're going to get burnt out. So as soon as you possibly can, you need to move over to using somebody to start creating your organic content. And that's where we can come in. But your job is better off chasing or following up potential leads. It's coming up with new product ideas, making contact with previous customers. That's really where your job should be. Coming up with new ideas and creating new images, that should be somebody else's idea. Give it to the grunts. That's us. Give us the grunt work so that we can go out and create really high quality stuff and actually drive a lot of traffic that you can then follow up. And so that's why you should be using organic marketing first.